we're live.
Oh boy.
Yep, here we go.
Here we go.
I am also going to go ahead and get the stream stuff up on another tab here. Keep that there. Okay, got it. Thanks. That there. Here we are.
All right, cool beans. Let me open Twitch, and we will be ready to go.
I'm thinking we just chill out for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Let anyone who wants to come.
Might want to change the title.
Whoops.
Do I eat while nobody's here? Oh wait, recordings. Yes. No.
Go, do it, eat.
No.
Let's see. Yeah, I know, I'm changing it now.
Yeah, I just said it.
Podcast. Done. Not Dishonored. Not that. Podcast. Yep. But, hello, Boxy.
Hi, Box.
Yeah, I know, I'm changing the tags. Let's see. Podcasts, psychology, philosophy, and being in a box is super cool and awesome. Okay, I have to stop at just super cool.
Yay.
And then done. That should be updated. How are we looking on tags? Did that update it?
Yeah, it's updated.
Alright, sweet. In which case, we could go ahead and just dive into whatever we want to do.
Sure. That sounds good.
Want to start with philosophies or the experiments?
Let's start with the philosophies first.
Very good. Now, a classic question that has been asked a fucking lot is the purpose of the human species, right?
Right.
So we could cover what we think that actually means.
And then we could involve chat and see what they think.
Yeah.
And we can talk about that.
Ciao.
Yeah.
Firstly, what are your thoughts on just the human species? Like, what do you think they're supposed to do? What's their purpose?
I don't think it really has a purpose. You just gotta have your own purpose in life. And like there's no pre-designated purpose for the human race aside from objective survive.
Yeah?
There's not much. So if your objective is to pursue knowledge, then go for it. If your objective is to be a silly bitch, then go for it.
I like
And then...
both.
But, yeah. How about you?
Personally, when I think of, like, the human species, the thing that we're really, really good at is reaching beyond what we can get. Like, we're currently trying to, like, make Mars, like, a place we can actually live, right? That's the thing we're doing?
Yeah, that's the thing we're doing right now.
We're trying to get off this fucking space rock and go to another space rock. And that's the thing we might actually be able to do. So, personally, I feel like you could look at every individual human as, say, like a cog in a machine, right? And the overall machine, the individual cogs may, come to find their own purpose and whatnot. I do agree with you there. but the overall machine is basically just made to reach, to strive toward whatever is in front of them. Be it directly in front of them, say with, I don't know, like, cures to some trivial illness that still claims lives today. What the fuck, what do you want from me, Moobot? Fuck off, Moobot. Not now. Be gone. Be it if they're striving to fix some trivial illness, or if they're trying to, say, colonize other fucking planets.
I'm thinking. Oh gosh. Brain work.
Call it dunk dunk dunk.
Dunk, dunk, dunk. I'm just thinking about the individual cogs, and you ever seen that meme where there's like the two people where like life is meaningless, and there's the super cheerful life is meaningless?
Yep.
There's two perspectives to take, I think, in that matter.
I'm personally one, and that's kind of liberating.
Yeah, that
said,
is.
Paco says, quote, "Blessed are those who plant trees under whose shade they will never sit." Which... Who plant trees under... Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Well spoken, Paco. It took me a second to properly comprehend that, but yes. Well spoken.
Just needed a minute, did you?
I did. My brain was digesting that one.
Actually, that brings us to why don't some people do things that will benefit others in the future? Why do people only think about themselves?
Let's go, corporate greed!
Corporate greed! That, like, you'd think everybody... Oh, hey, Bob.
Oh, hey, Bob.
But...
Only on here for a sec, but I'm just here to say hi. In which case, hello, Bob.
But I'm just thinking that you'd think everybody would plant a tree for their for their children or their grandchildren or whomever.
I think a big part of it is that you don't get that instant gratification. Like, say, I don't know, you do a line of some unidentifiable white powder in in a corporate office building. That is a lot more rewarding than planting a tree. Than planting 100 trees, 1,000 trees, 1,000,000 trees. Just because the immediate gratification.
I wonder why humans strive for immediate gratification. It's just one of those things, I guess.
I think it's one of those, like, biological things, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That said, people should be a lot more aware of, like... Honestly may be. There's a lot of people that, even if they are aware that, you know, the future may get fucked up because of their actions, or at least because they're not doing anything to stop what's happening, there are still plenty of people who will be like, well, the future's not my problem.
That is true, which is kind of dismal to think about, but they have a point, in a sense.
Quote, "I think it's due to a lack of perspective rather than necessarily malice or malign nature. Short-term gratification rather than long-term." Yeah, Paco.
Yeah.
I think people very rarely do something out of just straight-up malice or, like, stuff like that. Like, I feel like there's definitely people out there who will go and get revenge. Hell, I've done shit out of malice before.
Yeah, I think almost everybody's done some petty thing out of just pure malice.
But there's also, you know, there's also a situation of, like, is it... How do I say this? It's a situation of whenever someone does something abhorrent, or something that just you don't agree with, and yada yada,
Mm-hmm.
people a lot of the time say they did it for no reason, or they did it for because they're an asshole, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the easy answer to go for, but there are other reasons. Like, you don't have to agree with them, but they can be followed.
Like, there are... Like, how I feel about some reasonings, like, let's say when you fall into psychosis. It's not that they do it for no reason, it's that there is a reason there. It's just that it can be so strange and... It's so strange and
Fine adjective.
essentially incomprehensible.
I think so strange and would have worked perfectly fine.
What does chat think about how about the reasons that people do things?
While they do that, we could see about... Do you want to alternate between philosophies and experiments, or do we want to do like an amount of philosophies and an experiment, an amount of philosophies and an experiment? Yeah.
Amount of philosophies and then an experiment.
All right. In which case, we could go over the next wonderful question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we actually got a couple options here. We could go over, like, what we think magic is, what our perspective on magic is, what we believe from just magic.
Mm-hmm.
And we could also look at, like, what is God?
What is God might be fun.
Personally, when I think of God, I namely think of whatever string... Oh, here we go. When I nearly lost my foot, I remember looking into prosthetics for a bit of time. Because of that, whenever someone mentions implanting bionics into themselves for no reason, I typically frown at their reasoning of, it would be cool. Nonetheless, I don't look down on them too much, given they haven't seen things from my point of view, and quite possibly never will. That is... honestly a very good take, Paco.
What an experience, I gotta say.
Also, I never knew that you almost lost your foot. That's a piece of information that was just, like... I mean, you certainly got the lead there, but...
Oh my gosh.
Damn, Paco.
Ah.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I knew that, but I kind of forgot it was so bad that you nearly lost your foot. That is awful, and I'm sorry.
Went through chemo. Huh? Half of me wants to inquire, the other half doesn't want to be rude. But, well... I may ask you about that later. We'll see.
Maybe later when the stream's over, that might be a fun conversation.
Yeah. But, like, with the whole, like, what is God thing.
Mm-hmm.
I could very easily see God being not necessarily even a sapient entity. Like, it might just be a string of events. It might just be, like, if God is sapient, they're most likely something along the lines of, like, not like a manager, but like a curator of reality, I guess you could say, of what is. But in my opinion, at least with the evidence I have now, the most likely thing that I think is God, so to speak, is most likely either a string of events that is not necessarily sapient or conscious that has just led to what we are now. It's not necessarily like Like, I have no fucking clue how life spawned on this planet. All I know is that there was once a single-celled organism, and now we're here. How the single-cell organism came to be there? I don't fucking know.
I'm not gonna pretend to know either, honestly. That is... that is for the scholars to figure out.
Which is, of course, us.
No,
We are
it's not.
an absolute authority on what is God.
We are not. We are just two chuckle fucks doing a podcast. We are not authorities on anything whatsoever.
Man, we should ask the Pope to join us one of these days.
No!
That sure would be an honor for him.
For him. Yes. Oh God. Speaking of God, I guess I'm a bit more traditional in my view of God, but I see God as more of a mother figure, and the vast, unknowable, unquantifiable, unfathomable kind of God.
What
Like,
people think of when they think of Eldritch, or what are we looking at?
Yeah,
here?
pretty much.
All right, cool.
Pretty much. Just without the tentacles, you know? Like...
Mama Cthulhu! The planet needs its milkies.
Shut up! Oh my god. I can't believe you said that live. Jesus Christ. The planet needs its milkies. Shut up.
Bread.
No! Oh god. Okay, so... with God... Oh!
Oh,
Paco has a view.
I think what we quantify as God under many popular faiths can be largely viewed under scrutiny. I won't pretend I'm higher than thou, far from it, but the image of an old man chilling around a bunch of harps and clouds doesn't sit right with me, considering it could easily be string of concepts given thought, or even a lack of it. Yeah. I think that the... Alright, this is probably something that's gonna get dug up and get me canceled later, assuming I ever get to that point. But, you know the whole concept of, like, the Bible and whatnot went through human hands too, right?
Yeah.
Like, God didn't just write that and smack it down onto the earth. we didn't find that in a meteor.
The folly is mortal man, yes.
Yeah. Like,
And the political agenda of the church, but...
Like, if all of, like, Christianity and Catholicism and whatnot is, like, true and whatnot, God must be so fucking annoyed with us. Like, imagine telling people, hey, XYZ, right? Say that it's like, alright, you will not sleep with children, okay? That's a pretty solid thing to say to
Yeah,
that's
that's a pretty certain thing.
And then the civilization you just said that to, their eyes start drifting apart slowly and just go, and they just go, gay bad. Like, maybe God didn't say gay bad, I don't know. But what I do know is that some translation errors most certainly happened over the many generations.
Oh yes, and don't even get me started on the omitted books, which were just removed from canon, even though they were part of the written Bible. It just didn't fit the agenda that some Bibles had because they were written by people. And that's why we have things like Apocrypha and things like that. That happens with most religions, like Kabbalah and things like that.
Sweet, sweet sacrilege.
Heretical text. Give it to me.
Oh,
hey, Paco.
I remember giving a friend... Yeah, I remember giving a friend of mine a crisis of faith once. Wasn't fun for either of us, so while I discuss their beliefs in mine in a comfortable manner, I tend to avoid talking about it ad nauseum. I think I've seen that word maybe twice in my life, including now.
Nauseum?
Yeah, ad nauseum. Usually people say at length, because ironically enough, at length is shorter than ad nauseum.
At length just doesn't provide how much it's talked about, because length provides like one instance. Ad nauseum is like over and over and over and over again.
Counterpoint. Ad infinitum.
Oh god, it's even worse.
Well, if someone does try to use words against me, then, oh, there are layers to the infinity cake. The infinite onion.
Next stream.
We could.
The
Not even next weird wisdom, just next stream, 2 days from now.
next stream layers of the infinity onion. You're just playing like Animal Crossing or something, and you're just talking about like.
I install that whatever that plugin is that lets you throw shit at me, and it's all just onions. But do we want to move on to the next, or do we want to move on to magic, or do we want to go and move on to the next one beneath what is God?
The next one beneath what is God.
So
Are we? Hold on, Paco has a thing. Are we part of a simulated onion?
the fact that that's a genuine question one could ask.
Are we? It has many layers.
It does. And you know what? It seems like our planet is made up of layers, down from the crust down to the atmosphere. Is Earth just an onion?
Is Earth just a space onion? Is not something I think I would be speaking of.
What is the exact definition of an onion?
What is the... Oh, God.
An edible bulb with a pungent taste and smell composed of several concentric layers used in cooking.
That's actually surprisingly vague for onion.
What's the definition of cooking?
Oh, no. We've gone down a rabbit hole.
The practice or skill of preparing food by combining, mixing, and heating ingredients. Combining, mixing, heating. Oh god.
What would be the other ingredients?
I mean, firstly, I'm just gonna point out, there are things that come to Earth, like meteors will come and like be destroyed in our atmosphere, or on some occasions, just kind of. Is our local super cluster just a galactic soup?
You're gonna give him a crisis like this.
That really okay. So, what is a liquid? Could space be considered a liquid? I don't think so.
Oh, God.
But imagine if it could.
A reminder that there are more than one types of liquid.
I don't think any of them are the space that, makes up space.
Oh, God.
Multiple kinds of liquid, like what?
Like Newtonian fluids.
Like
Slushies.
like water. Hi, Covered here. Your onions are secure. Or are they?
Boom, boom.
I am so going to put Vsauce music to that later. If I make any clips of this stream, that's gonna be the forefront of it.
Oh, my God.
That's it. I'm just saying, when it comes to combining, mixing, and heating ingredients, like, the water cycle in and of itself, you could consider that mixing and combining to a degree, right?
Yes.
Heating ingredients, we got the sun, we got, like, the fact that our core is made of, like, lava or some shit, magma.
Yes.
So the Earth is cooking. We're letting her cook.
And then,
And an edible bulb, a lot of flora is edible. I believe, there's likely very little that's nature-made on this planet that cannot be eaten by something or another. Like stone and whatnot, we start to get into some shady territory there. So maybe not an entire onion, but most of an onion, we could say. A pungent smell? You could easily argue that we do have a pungent smell, the Earth here. Composed of several concentric layers? Like, concentric. Of ore denoting circles, arcs, or other shapes, which share the same center. So yeah. One could consider the Earth an onion.
Paco, I don't know what you did. Cameron, come back to us.
Paco, you have opened my eyes.
Oh God. Ah.
Welcome to onionism.
Oh no.
So, the next philosophy...
Oh God.
Oh, this was actually perfect with what I was just going on about. Is not knowing okay?
I think not knowing is perfectly okay in the context of onionism.
I think Merriam-Webster, I think I was using Oxford, but Merriam-Webster would disagree. I think they would like to know that we would go great with garlic. I think they would like to know that the Earth could be turned into a fantastic ingredient of a soup.
Speaking of which, please do watch our cannibalism stream if you haven't watched that yet. We would go great with garlic. Anyway.
We would go great with garlic. That said, that was a fantastic shameless plug.
Thank you, thank you.
You are so welcome.
I am here every week.
Also, if you're here watching from the future, just know that we have the Earth is an Onion merch ready on the store at google.com/onionism. google.com/onionism.
Great, now we gotta make merch. Thanks, Cameron.
But enough about onionism for now.
Are we gonna do a whole stream on onionism?
Oh yes. I want to bring on chefs. I don't have the money to, but I want to bring on Gordon fucking Ramsay. I want to bring on some astro fucking physicists. I want to bring on some, I don't know, people who study Earth or some shit. I don't know. Sounds like a boring job, but I want to bring them on too.
Is Earth an onion?
We need the Council of Onionism. I know Gordon Ramsay's on there. I know no one else.
Is not knowing okay?
Right? Yes. So, get Hank Green on board. Done.
Oh.
Done. Vsauce 2, he'd add some chaos. But. Is not knowing okay. People will often say, well, I say people often say, people, just as people, have a fear of the unknown. Most of us do. And a lot of the times that can lead to anxiety from things that are, in a lot of cases, like illogical, right? Like, I'm getting into my garage, is someone going to jump me from behind my car in my own home? So, personally, I think the answer is that it doesn't matter. Like, my thoughts on that are basically, they could jump you from behind your car in your own home. They could. It's completely possible. You could also have a sniper dot in the back of your head right now. If you fret about it, your brains aren't going to paint the wall any less, so why care? Why worry about it at all? I say, giving every viewer a moment of just looking around them, see if they see any red dots.
Where are they?
Pulling the trigger, right? No.
No.
Okay, so
I do not have a fear of the unknown. I, in fact, love the unknown. Unknown is wonderful because I don't know about it. It'd be completely boring if I knew everything about anything.
I think it's less of like unknown as in like you don't know it but could, but it's more of the things like you don't know if knowing it could be dangerous, like the process of it. Like there's a dark room, right? You hear like some steel creaking behind you. What the fuck was that?
I wanna know, but at the same time, not knowing is cool.
Like, wow, you know what? Can I get your autograph, sir? Creak. Nope.
So, let's see. I just think that the unknown is very cool, and I think mysteries are very fun.
That they are, yeah. Dangerous though they may be.
Like, I remember personal story time.
Ooh.
When I was younger, I found a key in my room. I had no clue what the key was for, so I put it on my keychain and went about my merry way. The next day, same key on the table. It was on my keychain and on the table. The exact same key.
Was your keychain on the table?
That keychain was not on the table, you dumb shit. Keychain was it on the table? Fuck off.
I think it was a pretty good question, all things considered.
Yeah, I have two of the same keys, just now on my keychain. I have no clue where they go to.
Oh, we can also talk about mysteries in our fucking lives that may or may not have happened.
Yeah.
I say may or may not because I think I've seen a ghost before, but I was like 8, and so I can't really say I did because I was 8.
Boy, have I seen ghosts!
Well, you're right. What are some? Oh, yeah.
What you got?
That's I should save that for another stream when truth or
Ooh.
not truth or dare when two truths and a lie come up.
All right. How fun! How very fun!
Indeed, how fun. But hold on. 1, 2, 3. You want to do a couple more philosophies and then a little experiment here?
Yeah.
All right. In which case, what does enlightened mean to you?
God, that's a good question. I never really thought about it. Oh.
I still appreciate there being more to learn, though. If we knew actually everything, I feel like humanity would just kind of be. You know Saitama, right? One Punch Man.
Yeah.
I feel like it would start to become a lot like that, except for the human race. Like, we know everything, which means we can do anything, unless we know we can't. Which, we think we can do a lot of shit. Oh, we need to talk about Corium at some point!
Want to talk about Corium now?
I don't know enough about it. All I know is that there was hypothetically... Like, you know when you're like an office chair, right? And you can just kind of like, without touching the floor, kind of sling yourself around the room and move on the office chair?
Mm-hmm.
I have heard, not from a credible source, mind you, but I have heard the concept of being able to do that, but in mid-air, with Corium. Like, if you were going to make a flying saucer, Corium's how you were going to do it.
Huh.
And again, that has no credibility to it. I'd have to do a lot more research than just that one fun fact I heard 2 years ago. But Corium has a lot to it that I do know about that I think would be really fun to save for another stream.
Okay.
Alright, enlightenment.
Oh, enlightenment. Sorry, we get very sidetracked here at Weird Wisdom Weekends.
Oh yeah, that's like the whole shtick here.
We just talk about whatever. I feel like enlightenment is... This is going to sound very infantile, but knowing a lot but not really stressing out about it. Like, knowing some of the things that life is meaningless, and saying, yay, life is meaningless!
I can see that.
And saying, oh, you have no predestined purpose. Yay, we have no predestined purpose!
I can also see that.
And, some people say that humans have no inherent worth. But you gotta make your own, I think. You gotta... What do you think?
I think that the inherent worth thing is not quite right. Because in the same way that there's... Say that you're holding a bowling ball, right? You drop it, there's kinetic energy.
Uh-huh.
You don't drop it, there's still, like, potential energy, right?
Yep.
I think it's the same thing with a baby. Not that you drop the baby, but that the baby still has, like, a potential bullshittery that it can do. Yeah, it could grow up to steal Charlie Chaplin's mustache, or it could grow up to, like, solve world hunger or some shit. Like...
But question.
Mm-hmm.
Are worth and potential the same thing?
Okay, if you really want to get down to the meat and potatoes of it, we could go into organ harvesting. But I feel like we should go ahead and leave that one alone, because
let's leave that one alone.
Like, I'm letting it from a philosophical standpoint. I think so.
Okay.
From a U.S. dollar standpoint, I think so.
We're not talking about U.S. dollars. It's a philosophy stream, let me remind you.
Well, okay, yeah, but at the very least, they do have some value.
Oh my god.
It doesn't necessarily have to be organ harvesting. That was probably a bad first example. Like, you could always just... Well, that's probably also a bad thing to say, but you could always just sell the baby.
Oh my god! Alright. Hey, Paco.
Enlightenment is finding resolve and understanding that the world, its perks, its beauty are to be just as understood as yourself. Even if you understand every law and notion of the universe, so long as you don't understand the self, you have accomplished less than half of the equation. At least that's my take. Which...
Hey, this is our stream. You're not allowed to be smarter than us.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Every time you bring out, like, some kind of word wall, it's always, like, actually profound. This is bullshit. That said, the value of babies aside, I personally think enlightenment is something along the lines of you don't necessarily have to know a lot. I think that enlightenment could just be knowing what you have to and being okay with what you don't know while still striving to know.
Then there's Taoist enlightenment, which I studied for a long time, which is basically knowing nothing. Which I find interesting because
I was about to make a joke that I probably
uh,
shouldn't make on stream.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
you can DM it to me later. Anyway, just there's different kinds of enlightenment, and I guess it just depends on where you come from and how you think and what you define as good and evil and what you define as knowledge first off,
That's fair.
if you strive for knowledge in the first place.
I personally call it. Honestly, we could go ahead and like move into that. It's like further down on the list here, but we do have like the Valley of Intelligence.
Value of what? Sorry, you cut off.
Intelligence.
Ah, yes, the value of intelligence.
Right, let me go ahead and mark off the ones we've already done. Do. So, knowing that. Okay, so let's go over the difference between wisdom and intelligence first.
Mhm.
So, one saying is that intelligence is knowing that Frankenstein, like Dr. Frankenstein, is a doctor. Wisdom is knowing that Dr. Frankenstein was the monster. Which really only makes sense if you've read Frankenstein's monster. If you only know basic things about it, that probably doesn't make much sense. But intelligence is basically knowing something. Say, I know that a hot air balloon is made using the balloon. You get the heat source, like the fire, whatever. You got like sandbags and shit. You have your way of steering. Wisdom is actually knowing how to steer the hot air balloon. Like, you can know how it works and whatnot, and still have no fucking clue what you're doing. So that brings us to the question, what is the value of each? Intelligence and wisdom.
Hot take, I'd say wisdom is more important than intelligence.
I would also agree with you, despite striving to have more intelligence than wisdom.
Because honestly, because having the book smarts to do things is great. It's wonderful. But it's kind of pointless when you can't put it together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have all these psychological and philosophical concepts and then you don't know what to do with them.
If you had zero wisdom, if you had to choose between zero wisdom or zero intelligence, which I want to point out, this is already kind of a fucked up scenario,
Yeah,
but if you had to, I would probably choose zero intelligence.
as would I, honestly.
If we were able to have a little bit of wisdom or a little bit of intelligence, oh, wait. Intelligence, sapience, wisdom, and knowledge are all very different in my eyes. They're all highly important to me, and I cherish polishing my understanding of each. That wasn't quite a word wall, but it was almost. Motherfucker. You. Right, point is. Intelligence, sapience, wisdom, and knowledge. What are your thoughts? Like, what do you say the definition between like the what's it called, the differentiation is between intelligence and knowledge?
You asking me or chat?
Chat and you,
Oh,
both of you.
okay. Okay.
Which means you are also free to answer.
Okay, wonderful. I was just reading chat and trying to come up with my own answer.
Mm-hmm.
Because intelligence and wisdom is what we talked about. Sapience is interesting. Because I get mixed up between sapience and consciousness a lot. From what I know, I'm going to look up sapience so I don't sound like more of an idiot than I actually am.
Unless.
No.
Watch, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call up my good friend Oxford and make him change the definition real quick.
No.
Intelligence is the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. That's the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. I can personally agree with that.
Thank
Though
you.
when it comes to applying the skills themselves, that feels more like a wisdom thing in my eyes.
I love how, according to Merriam-Webster, sapience is wisdom.
Okay.
So, sapience is the quality of being wise or wisdom.
That said, Paco, what would you actually call, like, what is your definition of wisdom then? If intelligence also covers the application of skills. And while you answer that, what is the value of ignorance?
The value, I'd say ignorance is important.
Yeah. There's definitely some things we don't want to know. Be it for our safety, those around us. Like, cognito hazards are definitely a thing. Or, not cognito hazards, info hazards, rather.
For example, if I knew the full and true nature of God, and my definition of God, that would be terrifying. I would rather remain ignorant because I don't want to know the full and true nature of God. Because honestly, what would I do with that information?
Also,
it would just hurt.
At least for me, it might also take some of the magic out of it too if you properly knew everything about it. Because it's less magic at that point and more science. Like, if you knew, even if the limitation of God was that he had no limitations, that's still a hard answer. There's nothing there to speculate anymore. There's like, can he do that? Do you live in fear like he's gonna come down like Batman and smack your ass? Or, like, or is that something that he won't do or can't do or something? And even if you did have this information, no one's gonna fucking believe you because they're gonna be like, all right, how'd you come to have this information? Well, you see, I picked the red button in this one hypothetical that turned out to be true. And they're gonna be like, are you fucking high? Well, wisdom is the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. Not quite the same. An intelligent person might have the knowledge of what a peach farm is, but a wise person would know how to care for and work in a peach farm, as well as the ins and outs of the task. Yes, sir.
All right.
It's also fun to see, like, the, what each individual's, like, definition of wisdom and intelligence are.
Because even though there's an official definition, there's individual definitions as well.
Yeah.
Because I kinda hate the sapience is wisdom, Merriam-Webster definition.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, it's kinda no.
I feel like with sapience comes. I hope not too much as a chat member. No, Paco, stay here. You are trapped here.
You're trapped here. Please, I wish more people would talk as much.
Yeah, no, we're happy to have you.
I'm begging you, somebody, anybody,
help!
help!
Bound by my commentary chains, yes. Oh, another question, actually.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to, like, intelligence, wisdom, whatnot, something that's sort of adjacent that people go on and on about at length is free will. So, what are our thoughts on that?
Free will.
Personally, I think free will is. I don't think someone can do anything if they set their mind to it. Like, if you go, I want to gain control over all the nukes in the United States, and I'm going to set my mind to it, and here we go. No, because people are going to stop you. I don't think, like, when it comes to free will being like, are your decisions your own? I also think there are some cultural things that will stop you from making decisions than if you were in another culture. So you could look at it like that. But ultimately, I do think that you have the ability to choose. It can sometimes feel like really fucking uncomfortable to do so. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you have the ability to scream the word fuck in a church. That is a thing you can do. But if you were to actually go there and you're sitting around them, the choir's doing their choir thing, and you stand up and you scream fuck, there's gonna be consequences, and it's not gonna feel good all up until the moment you say fuck, and then a little bit after that.
I gotta say, there is freedom of will and freedom of choice, but there is not freedom of consequence.
Yeah.
Those consequences vary among different cultures. And Paco has a thing. I want to read this one. I consider free will works as the waves of an ocean. The world and our experiences are akin to events of the natural world, throwing stones and causing ripples that become the new waves, shifting the water that churns beneath.
I'm gonna have to read that again.
Yeah!
The world and our experiences are akin to events of the natural world, throwing stones and causing ripples that become new waves. Okay, so in this hypothetical, what is the water that churns beneath? Is this the free will? Is free will the ocean, the water that churns beneath? I feel like this hypothetical got away from either you or us. Human experiences. I feel like it might be simpler to just say it without the hypothetical.
It, if I, you see, Paco, there's a small problem. We're idiots.
Yeah. I'm literally up here bird-brained without a fucking brain. Spud's up there being a muffin.
I'm not a muffin.
You're a muffin.
I am not a muffin.
That's gonna be the name of this weird wisdom when I put it on YouTube. Spud's a muffin. But
Let's see.
oh, another one actually.
Oh, God! I just got reminded of something.
Ooh.
Not an experiment, but a paradox. That was I like to call it God's stone. So essentially, I think we all know about this one, but I'll talk about it anyway. It's God creates a stone so heavy he cannot lift it, but if God is able to do anything, he should be able to lift the stone. So can he or can he not lift the stone?
I don't think he would be able to create a stone he cannot lift.
But he's able to do anything.
But he can also override anything.
This is true.
That's my thought process. He can do anything until he says otherwise.
Fair enough. Just wanted to know your opinion on that.
Yeah. Like if I was all powerful and I made a rock and I specifically could not lift. But I was all powerful. I could just say, hey, pass Coburn, fuck you, and lift it anyway. Oh, here we go. Say one human gets shot, and their kids will be affected by that quite severely. But their minds and their experiences, their emotions, their feelings would not have been changed if it weren't for that event. The same goes for hurricanes, earthquakes, and other natural phenomena that affect our surroundings. It's difficult to explain in the chat box. You right. That said, I do think there is a sort of limitation, a parameter, one could say, of the kind of things that would even come to mind, depending on, you know, your circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Like, say in one scenario, in one timeline here, yeah, to go off Paco's example, or at least how I think I understand it, say in one timeline, you're sitting across from a dude at dinner, and, you know, he's going on about, I don't know, the fucking weather. Okay, cool. Smile and nod. Eat your food. Move on.
Mm-hmm.
Now say that you recognize this person in another timeline, right? You recognize this person because he shot your father. It might be a scenario where you just kind of stare at him and contemplate whether or not you're going to shoot him back. Like, just moving on with your life is very unlikely to just come to your mind yet, like right then.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
how do you just do that?
At the very least, he's gonna fucking haunt your dreams. So, yeah, to that extent, I do think that is the case. But, would we like to do a quick experiment?
Yes, we would.
Now, what kind of experiment? Do we want to, say... Do you want to do something more interactive, or something more, you know, philosophical talk about it?
Something more interactive. You wanna... I know you've been waiting for this.
We could do it now. We could do it later. We also got the trolley problems.
We also got the trolley problem. Let's do the trolley problem first.
Let's go. All right, now I just have to set this up. I don't know if this is gonna be the right one. Que? Why no work? Oh, wait, that sure would explain it. There we go.
Ah.
Now, we just gotta go, like, where behold the blend, behold the scuff. Fit to screen. What the fuck? Okay. Yep. This is working. This is working perfectly fine. There's no scuff here. None to be seen.
There we go.
There we go indeed. Except maybe actually, I can just go over here and go, bah! So, the classic, trolley problem. A trolley is heading toward 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing one person instead. What do you do? So, firstly, let's just see stream stuff core on my favorite streams. Thank you. Thank you very much. That may or may not be where all our planning is. Click on the next tab to avoid the problem. Well, as you can see, the tabs are now gone, erased from existence. So, unfortunately, you'll have to make a choice. So, let's say in this circumstance, right? the whole analysis paralysis thing of, am I about to kill a dude or watch 5 people die? We're gonna say that we can skip that part.
Yep.
You're thinking clearly. What would you do?
I would rather kill only one person.
There is the fun thing, though, to where one could argue in a court of law, say this person's family is like, what the fuck? You could have just walked away. And then they say, like, try and go after you legally.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's a scenario of, well, you did push the lever, and you did stop 5 people from dying, but you did inadvertently murder someone. So, would a court of law hold this against you, firstly?
Yes, and I would take the jail time.
I honestly don't know if they would. Also, when it comes to, like, at least for me, it's really not easy, which I guess is kind of the point.
It's a thought experiment, Cobber, it's not gonna be easy.
Oh, yeah. Run under the trolley, bringing whoever is inside to stop looking at their phone and stop it. Only I potentially die or get hurt. Okay, Paco, there is one issue with the trolley. It's a trolley. Like, it's not going to be able to go like, whoop, and then stop like a Honda Civic. It's going to have to skid. So, even if they were like trying to pull on the brakes right now, if you go up there and be like, hey, stop looking at your phone, you're probably gonna get run over, and then they're gonna get run over. However, if we got Eddie Hall to stand on the tracks and stop it like Spider-Man, that might work. That said, personally, would 5 people's lives be worth my own? 5 individuals you don't know.
I'd die to save 5 people.
I'm more heartless than that. I'm a bit more of a selfish bastard when it comes to that. But I mean, you thought of the answer first. We'll pull a lever. We'll alternate. How about that?
Okay.
It'll go you, me, chat, you, me, chat. Yeah.
Okay.
So you would pull a lever.
Yep.
He's dead. Super dead. 33% of the people agree with you, and 27. Fuck me, that's a lot of votes. Okay. That was not too hard for me anymore. Okay, so. Oh no, a trolley is heading toward 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 4 people instead. What do? Here's my philosophy, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you do nothing, 5 people are affected. 5 people are dead. Their experience is cut short. They are gone.
Mm-hmm.
If you pull the lever, 5 people are still affected. Me for pulling the lever, and 4 people who are still gone. So it's a scenario of, do I let 5 people be gone? Or do I let 4 people be gone and one of them suffer, and also that one of them suffering is me? Do 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 do. Bam. Now, actually, what would you have done in that scenario?
I don't know. I probably would have still. I probably still would have pulled the lever and saved an extra person.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I could deal with it.
I can't. Now,
What is this?
chat, be it Paco or anyone else. Oh no, a trolley is heading toward 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then your life savings will be destroyed. What do you do? personally, I don't have that many savings of life. So, I will become a goddamn monk with no more money. Pull the lever. Understandable, Paco. It's gone. Like, I'd pull the lever just because... I mean, like, I got like $400 to my name right now. Yeah, I can live without it. What about you, Spud, who has pulled the lever every single time to save people? Would you save people for an amount of money that is probably not that grand? Now, ooh.
Draggy!
Oh, Draggy.
He's followed us.
Yo! I don't know if Draggy's here. Y'all need Arkin. Yeah, we do! Draggy! Oh, Draggy, now... Oh, wait, this is a... Okay, right, this is Spuds. Right now, to get you caught up, Draggy, we're going over philosophy and whatnot, but right now we're doing some thought experiments. We're doing it with the absurd trolley problems. So right now it's going to be Spud who answers this, though me and chat will still give our opinions on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that it'll be me who answers, with you guys giving your opinions, and after that chat will answer. So you could answer. That said, keeping in mind all the people who do care about you, the people who would be hurt if you pull that lever, is their suffering equal to theirs? There's also another question you need to ask.
Whoa! That's... Oh, jeez.
I would sacrifice the whole of Zimbabwe to save myself. Attaboy! That's... See, that is absolutely also what I would do.
No!
I'm sorry, my friends, but, yeah, no.
Yay, another person's here. Alright, I can't exactly read this, so...
Oh, right. Quote. Oh no, a trolley is heading toward 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to their track, sacrificing yourself instead. What do you do? I'll see about making this a bit bigger for stream. There we go.
There we go.
Man, the first word that Dragio dropped in my stream was y'all.
I would rather sacrifice myself.
What? Oh, it got the lever too! Now, would you have done it if you knew that that poor lever was going to be sacrificed too?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, guys. I would have 100% killed you. Alright. Oh no! A trolley is heading toward 5 people! You can pull lever to divert it to the other track, but then the original copy of Mona Lisa will be destroyed. What do you do? Easy. I really don't give a shit about that piece of painting. That piece of painting, that piece of... Is that the track?
I think so, yeah.
No. Okay, no, it's not. That's the background. It looks like...
Okay.
I was about to say, if that's the track, is that just like a portrait with a woman there? Is she buried under the track? Yeah, no. Where the fuck was this made? I know it's in the Louvre now, but like, where is it painted?
I don't know.
Alright, whatever. I'll move it to the Louvre. The Louvre can bite me. Leonardo da Vinci made it. Where was Leonardo da Vinci? Now, maybe if DiCaprio was on that track. Have you seen The Great Gatsby? That man would have given me money.
Anywhere between Italy and Austria, I say.
Alright. Anywhere between Italy and Austria can bite me. Now. Oh no. A trolley is heading toward a rich man. It's Leonardo DiCaprio in his famous movie The Great Gatsby. Gatsby offers you $500,000 to pull the lever which would divert the trolley and kill someone else. What do you do, Chad? I feel like a scene is playing through Draggy's mind at the very least. Eat the rich.
Eat the rich.
Eat the rich as in consume his money? Or eat the rich as in, like, let a trolley eat the rich? Are we running over The Great Gatsby, bestie? What are we looking at here? Kill a person for free or kill a person for money? One seems objectively better. Yeah, Draggy also shares my sentiment. Also, I like how the first one was clarified as for free. As though it was like, you're paying someone else to kill them. Like, maybe we just heard this wrong, and he's just like, now, I understand the problem, but if I give you $500,000, just walk away. I take the bills and let the trolley run John Richmond over. Let his Bitcoin empire fall. Oh. We got a 50-50 divide in that there are two people who voted. We'll go with Paco since he's been here longer, and then Draggy next time. So, he's handing out the money to you, and then the trolley runs him the fuck over, and the money goes splat too. I'm sorry, man. Feels bad. I would have 100% taken the money. What about you, Spud?
I don't know. I might have taken the money.
Yeah. 48%
Maybe.
of people agree
know.
with you, 52 disagree. That one's real split. We'll do like, let's say, let it cycle around back to chat again, and then we'll see if we want to call it there. At least for this. Now, as for this, my philosophy here is that those lobsters are probably going to get boiled anyway. That's a kitty.
It's a kitty.
Those lobsters are worth a lot more than one cat. Yeah, maybe like in a restaurant. I would personally step away from that and then pet the kitty.
I'm saving the kitty.
Understood. Save cat. Paco, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to witness this. I would pet the cat too, honestly. After you run them over, or... Oh no! A trolley is heading toward 5 people who are sleeping and won't feel pain. You can pull the lever to divert to the track, running over someone who is wide awake instead. What do you do? Firstly, how are they sleeping through a trolley? I mean, it makes a lot more sense about how they're sleeping through it once it's actually hit them.
Drugged, yeah.
Okay, I can see drugged. Okay, in which case, what kind of Saw fucking scenario is this? Okay, sure. If it were me, I'm talking about the person who tied them down, obviously. I mean, you don't know. They could all just not have any arms and it's just a striped sweater. Yeah, I mean... Sorry, my man. In this instance, they're asleep. No witnesses. It's one of those sweaters parents put on kids to make them behave. Yes. Absolutely. I too would tie my children in rope to make them behave. Tie them to tracks to make them behave. A straitjacket. Honestly? With the idea that it might be a straitjacket, I could see it.
They're usually not that stripy, but sure.
Like up here, I could see like one arm's like this is like the top of it. One arm's wrapping around here. One arm's wrapping around here. Like this is like the bottom.
Oh.
I could see it. That's it. In the previous version of this, like when they were awake, I was going. I said that I would have done nothing. In this situation, I can save this or I can run this fucker over, and it's gonna be a scenario of like, who's gonna place me there at the scene of the crime? The fucking trolley? Because these guys aren't. Fuck you. Oh, it's getting closer and closer every time. All right, chat. A trolley is heading toward 5 people who tied themselves to the track. You can pull the lever to divert to the other track, killing one person who accidentally tripped onto the track instead. What do? Oh, what would you do, Spud?
Why would they? What? But...
I respect their free will. Kill the masses.
Oh my god!
I agree with Dragio. What do you think, Spud?
I mean, if they want to be there,
Do nothing?
do nothing, I guess. They want to be there.
Unanimous decision! We all kill the masses!
Oh, I feel so bad anyway.
Let's go!
Oh.
Alright, we'll read this one and see if we want to continue. A trolley is heading toward 5 people. The lever just speeds up the trolley, which might make it less painful. What do? Do we want to continue or do we want to call it here?
How many of these are there?
I have no fucking clue. There could be thousands. 20? 50? Spud, look it up. Go.
Okay.
Absurd
Okay.
trolley problems. How many are there? This is probably information I should have had before stream. But, you know. What's a stream without a little scuff? So maybe the link, I'll just spam the button to how many there are. Spud's on it.
I don't know. Come on. Cameron.
I mean, alternatively, I guess
It doesn't say.
You know what? How about this? I will stop showing this for a second. We're on number 10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You have to wait for the animation each time.
Okay.
Paco and I are now conspiring against you. Okay, I'll get the... Just... How many problems in absurd trolley? Problem? My fucking chat's conspiring against me.
Why would you do that?
Okay, I see. There are 28. Do we want to do 28 of these?
Yes.
What do you think?
What does chat say?
Yeah, let's look at chat. You'll not be able to dodge the appreciation laser due to our combined efforts.
Oh no.
I mean, I don't know. Have you seen me play Bad Time Simulator? I could probably do the same thing with a Good Time Simulator. You fuckers are conspiring. Okay.
Do not conspire against us.
We'll make our own podcast known as Straight Info and only ever refer to your stream when rating.
No.
Man. Honestly, do it. Do it, mother.
No.
Do it. Come on.
No.
Do it. Do it.
No. Don't do it.
All right, here's this. Here's this again. So, if we want to continue, then we will. I think it's now back to Spud.
Okay.
So, would you speed up the trial? Oh, Cover will be tied to a chair and forced to play checkers competitively. I will strangle you. I will make it so there's only red squares on that board. You will have to come at me with everything you have.
Just for reference for the future, Copper really hates checkers.
It's not that I hate checkers. I'll sometimes play checkers, right? But when I went to Kansas, the only thing I had to do there was play checkers for 3 fucking days. So I played checkers for 3 fucking days. Maybe we'll have a checkers stream.
I suck at checkers. We will not be having a checkers stream.
Let's go, checkers stream.
No.
We get if this YouTube on the YouTube side of this. If this YouTube video gets 1 like, we'll do a checkers stream.
Oh no.
Now everyone will unanimously have to choose not to have a checkers stream, even though I can just like the video myself.
No.
No. Hey Spud, Covered is tied to the tracks. If the trolley hits him, you'll be sent to checkers hell. If you pull the lever, the trolley will hit 10 people, an old lady, a cat, and a dryad. Do you pull the lever? I expect you know what to do.
No.
Put him down.
No. Why a dryad of oh, right.
No, why a dryad, Spud?
No, don't worry about it.
No, let me rephrase. I know why.
If
Why?
you tell the audience, I will kill you.
Why a dryad, Spud?
Don't worry about it.
Does this dryad have any ginger in it?
God damn it. Sorry, Cameron, I'm sending you to Checkers Hell.
Okay. Fuck you. I'm gonna get really good at checkers. I'm gonna hate it. Actually, what would you have done here?
I probably would have sped up the trolley.
That's fair. I don't think chat's playing the game anymore.
The chat's making their own game.
Yeah. Oh no. A trolley is heading toward one guy. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then your Amazon package will be late. What do you do?
How late?
Let's say a week. Let's get real nutty with it. A week. I'd save the guy. Depends on what was in the Amazon pack. Like, I don't know. Yeah, alright. Spud, what would you do? Well, wait, which do you hold more dear and to your heart? A human life or Amazon?
A human life!
Man, it's a hot take.
That is an Arctic take! What the
That is a steaming take.
That is not.
Alrighty. Oh no, a trolley is heading toward your best friend. You can pull the lever to divert to their track. Fucker has glasses, imagine. Oh, hey Cobran, you're in a trolley going toward me while I tied to the tracks. However, someone threw a checkerboard in my body as incentive for what is coming. Do you swap to Freebird on your playlist? How much mastery do I have over this trolley? That is a very important question to give you a proper answer. Like, you are a passenger. I'm a passenger? Man. I was gonna try and drift you.
Two-track drift.
No, just one track. Just Paco.
Oh, okay.
Just Paco get the... I just gotta make sure I get the checkerboard. But yes, I would do Freebird either way. Now. Well, was this chat or was it... Yeah, I think this is chat, right? This is chat. So, would you guys kill your best friends? Or would you sacrifice 5 lives to keep them alive? What do you think, Spud?
Sorry, bud.
Oh no! The strangers can go right to the deepest pits of hell, where cats are impossible to pet. No! Kerberos ate them all. That said, personally, ba 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 ba. Yeah, if I know my best friend, unless I'm getting like 5 best friends out of these, and then my best friend comes back to life, and then these 5 people die again, then I'm not pulling that lever. looks like chat has spoken. So, voila. Dead, gone, reduced to atoms. This little bastard reminded me that I do need to get glasses again. Speaking of which. Wow, okay. Oh no, a trolley is heading toward 5 people. You can pull a lever to divert to the other track, killing 1 person instead. At least that's what you think is happening. You forgot your glasses and can't see that well. What do you do? Well, what do you do, Spud?
Oh no, let's try to aim for the one person. From what it looks like, we have to pull the lever.
Turns out this is just like 5 logs, and this is actually just a dude.
No!
Yeah, you gotta make that choice.
Oh no.
Are we looking at pull the lever?
Yeah, I think we're looking at pull the lever. We gotta save those people.
Personally, I don't even have the details here. I wouldn't pull that lever. I would be like, okay, whatever's gonna happen here's gonna happen. Rouch.
Bronch.
Well, the log went splat, so it's probably not a log. Cousins. No! No! My kryptonite! Ah. Oh no! A trolley is heading toward one of your first cousins. You can pull the lever to divert to the other track, killing 3 of your second cousins instead. What do you do? These people are all strangers to me. I don't know my fucking cousins. Like, I guess I know one of my cousins, but to be completely honest with you, I don't know him well enough to be like, yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Plus, I can be legally just... Not legally abstained. I can get legally acquitted on account of me not doing anything wrong. So... Oh, before this, what do you do, Spud?
You know, to save more lives, the better, generally. So I wouldn't do anything.
Alright, that's fair. Sorry, man. We're getting run over by a trolley. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Well, batter up, chat. But while they do their thing, what about you, Spud? What do you do?
Okay, this is where one of my exceptions lies, actually.
Yeah.
What would I do? I'd save the baby.
I see. I see. I see. So that baby's one life is worth 5 of they. How old are they? These are 5 elderly people. So, from the looks of it, say somewhere between 65 and up. Somewhere between, let's say 80 and up for this scenario. There's probably an exact age for what elder is, but, you know, whatever. We're calling them 80. Is there an exact age? Spud, look that up real quick.
Oh, okay.
I can't look it up. I'm busy doing nothing. Paco says, like the ashes of a phoenix, this baby will live through the deaths of 5. Do nothing. That's fair, Paco.
Elderly generally refers to a person aged 60 or older in the eyes of the law.
Okay, so 6-year-older. Personally, I'm not doing shit. I mean, yeah, for the obvious reason that it's a baby, but also, babies can't testify as a witness. Probably.
What if, gosh darn it, I was just thinking, what if the baby's small enough that they fit between the tracks and you don't have to do anything?
Permanent
Save
hearing damage right there. And that's
Mm-mm.
assuming it doesn't see the pretty lights above it and go goo goo gaga and reach up.
Oh my god!
You might see much less of like you actually that might be even worse than if it was actually just like splat. It might be a streak.
Oh!
In this hypothetical, let's say that it cannot.
Okay.
For everyone's sake. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking it's a pretty I think we've reached a consensus.
Okay.
Pretty unanimous. Sorry, old guys. Tokyo Drift. 24% of people killed a baby. Wow. 24% of you guys. I see. I see how it is. I see how it is. Well now. Spud, a trolley is barreling toward 5 identical clones of you. You can pull the lever to divert it to their track, sacrificing yourself instead. What do you do?
I don't want to be selfish, but at the same time, I'm me! God forbid there's 5 of me, the world couldn't handle it! Kill him dead.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was in this situation in real life, there would be 5 of me that's like, oh, fuck me. And then 1 of me like, yeah, boy. My perspective is all that matters here. Sorry, brothers. Yeah. Don't worry, Draggy. I'm sure your clones would already know and already understand. Beg though they may, or beg though they may not. Would my clones beg? Assuming I was one of these guys, would I beg? No, I know there wouldn't be a point. I'd probably sooner go fuck you and then get run over. Alright. You said do nothing, yes, bud?
It do nothing.
Draggy, they would know that begging is futile. Oh boy. A trolley is heading toward a mystery. Why the fuck did I get the math one? With 50% chance of containing 2 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to their track, hitting a mystery box with 10% chances of 10 people instead. What do you do? For me, this is pretty simple. I'll pull the lever. Like, yeah, pull it.
Pull it.
Like, there's a 10% chance that I chose wrong here. There's a 50% chance that I chose right or wrong. There is debatable. But 90% chance that no one dies? Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Meow. Oh, okay. Oh no, a trolley is heading toward 5 sentient robots. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 human instead. What do you do? Well, now there's the question of, is a AI life worth a human life? Sentient does not equal sapient. We're saying that is sapient. What do you think, Spud?
I don't know, because on one hand, It's a person. On the other hand, I would pack bond with a Roomba, so... so I don't know.
They're almost gonna have external backups and be recovered. Humans are not so easy.
This is true.
That is true, though I feel like they might be dodging the actual, like...
Question.
Yeah. Like, let's say these guys don't have any backups. They're one of a kind. When they're destroyed, they're destroyed. And any remains that are from the trolley cannot be rebuilt into who they were.
Is an AI life worth more or less or equal to?
Or more specifically, is it worth at least 1/5 of a human life?
Life?
the, the duality of man. They are thinking lives regardless of who or what they are. Kill the human. Humans are harder to sell for scrap prices. Looks like we got another divide. I think it was... who did we go with last time?
We went with Paco last time.
Na 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 na. There. What oil is on your hands, Draggy? Wonderful. Fuck, a lot of people played this. Oh no, a trolley is heading toward 3 empty trolleys worth $900,000. You can pull the lever to divert it to their track, hitting 1 empty trolley worth $300,000. What do you do?
What? I don't care about money.
Yeah, no, I know what I would do.
Hold on. I'd rather hit the 1 empty trolley, I think. They're all empty.
The only thing that would make me actually pull the lever is if I had time to ring up the actual owners of these trolleys and be like, you give me $300,000 and I'll save you $300,000. And they're like, no. So I go, no. Oh, the trolleys went splat. That trolley actually just went through them. Okay.
Okay.
I completely forget who's up next.
You.
Alright, me. Alright, cool. Okay. A trolley is releasing 100 kilograms of CO2 per year, which will kill 5 people over 30 years. You can pull a lever to divert to their track, hitting a brick wall and decommissioning the trolley. What do? I don't want there to be any misunderstanding. This is not out of altruism. This is because I want to see a trolley slam into a brick wall. Can I get an amen? I am... Like, what would you do, Spud?
Parker says amen.
Amen, thank you.
Depends, are there people in the trolley?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay, then, slam it into the brick wall.
Let's go! Oh, it's both dead. They're all gone. Reduced to atoms. Now. Chat. You're a reincarnated being who will eventually be reincarnated as every person in this classic trolley problem. What do you do? You're the one guy on the top track, the 5 on the bottom, the man pulling the lever. You are.
Oh, this is interesting.
I mean, I know what I would do. I want to hear his chat's thoughts though. Like personally, I think it's a pretty open and shut case. You either get run over 5 times or once. So of course you get run over 5 times. Yeah, die once versus die 5 times, yeah. That said, oh, that's actually a question though. If you die here, like with the question of like reincarnation, if you die here, then when each of these guys die of old age, will you be reincarnated back to like before? Like now you get like 5 do-overs of life? Actually, a more fucked up question is if you killed all these guys, would they all be reincarnated into you, and you have to live your life over and over again, or with like, I don't know, like schizophrenia? That's a good question that we'll never get the answer to.
It's a very good question.
Oh, right, die once. Right, I almost killed chat like 5 times. There you go. Groundhog Day for reincarnation. What do you do, Spud? A trolley is heading toward nothing, but you kind of want to prank the trolley driver. What do you do?
Prank the trolley driver.
Understood.
Hoo hoo.
Hoo hoo pigeon.
Hoo hoo pigeon.
Oh, we're still going. There wasn't 22. I was lied to.
You said there was 28.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay. In which case, I was still lied to, but by myself. Oh no! A trolley is heading toward a good citizen. You can pull the lever to divert it onto the other track, running over someone who litters instead. What do you do? What happened to this guy's legs?
He littered. Somebody broke his legs.
I see. I get it. Motherfucker! I'd do this if there was no one on the other track.
Dirt. Yep, that's what Draggy says is dirt.
Oh, dirt. Yeah, I mean, well, I wouldn't say this drawing style is the most comprehensive, so yeah, it could be dirt. I won't do anything. My man can litter. That's not worth the death sentence.
Fucking hate littering.
Oh. Oh no, due to construction error, a trolley is stuck in an eternal loop. If you pull the lever, the trolley will explode. And if you don't, the trolley and its passengers will go in circles for eternity. What do you do?
What's the point? I'll just.
I think this chat? This chat.
This is chat, but I'd leave it personally.
Yeah, leave them unethical study time. Let's go!
No. What is the more ethical option?
Well, I mean, if you do nothing, you damn them to, like, a Greek myth. If you pull the lever, they die. Oh, wait, alright. Draggy might be changing his choice.
Mr. Fox's wild ride only stops when the bird pulls the lever.
Based on the wording, they may have immortality so long as it keeps moving. So we harvest their organs, allow them to regrow it, and just... What is this like? What was that fucking movie? Like 20 miles per hour? You gotta keep moving the bus or else everyone dies? That's just what this is.
I'm
Except,
pretty sure it's 80 miles an hour, but
fuck, 80 miles per hour is a pretty fast way to go for a fucking bus.
it's either 80 or 50. Let me look it up. So we're not idiots.
Let's see. So, Draggy, I take it... Draggy and Paco.
It's 50.
Alright. I need to watch that movie at some point. I've heard a lot about it. I take it, you're just doing nothing? You're just gonna watch him go around and around in circles? Roundy. Attaboy.
Roundy.
Ooh, you don't get to die. He did this to themselves. I don't know if they did. They might have. Or they might be like Sims characters and didn't know. A trolley is heading toward your worst enemy. You can pull the lever to divert the trolley and save them, or you can do nothing and no one will ever know. What do you do? So, Spud. Is there anyone in this world that you would like to be gone? Draggy says he saw nothing. Yeah, my eyes are shut. My eyes are shut, Spud. What are you doing?
I'm thinking, because is there anyone in this world that I want gone? True, we're talking about there's no accident.
Stray bullet. It was a stray bullet. They fell down some stairs. Getting run over by a trolley and running down some stairs do in fact have leave very similar injuries.
Do nothing.
Let it be known here! If you think this individual has anything against you, you are not safe. However, they were a pig farmer. It was bound to happen. You're right. I would also do nothing. It depends on what you define as your worst enemy. Like, does the beef have to be mutual? Do they have to know you exist? Like, what are we saying is an enemy? What is an enemy?
What is an enemy, chat?
Your definition. Okay, my definition is anyone I don't fucking like. So,
Same here.
like, I can think of a few people who could use a good trolley. What do you think, chat? You got any opinions on ending your enemies? Nope. That was straight 50-50.
Huh.
Damn. I see. Really, Paco? There's no one on this planet you'd like to put or let me phrase, you'd like to see gone. I'm surprised by that. Not anymore. Well, that's fucking ominous.
What did you do?
Did you get a trolley problem?
Problem. Get trolley problem.
A trolley is heading toward a person will lower their lifespan by 50 years. You can pull the lever to divert the trolley and lower the lifespan of 5 people by 10 years each instead. What do you do? So let's say these guys are in their 20s.
Mm-hmm.
That would damn near be straight up killing this guy. Like, he doesn't have too much longer to live after that. These guys need to live a little bit less than the average amount of time. Masses, yeah. I think my Ghost of Draggy is that one.
Whose turn is it?
That's a good question. Oh, it's mine!
Yes, it is.
This 10 years makes it sound like the most he'll ever get are scars. I feel like this is less so like they get like actually injured by it. It's more like a ghost trolley that just siphons their life force and just
Siphons the youth from their marrow.
sucks a bit of the sand out of their hourglass, if you know what I mean.
Actually,
Ooh. What is your actually? I interpret it as they each only have that amount left to live and the trolley doesn't kill them. I just like 2 50 years and 2 10 years. In either case, I'll put lever. I feel like this has the least amount of damage overall. Like, if the single guy is 20 right now, he will die when he's 70 if you don't kill him. The way I look at it is, like, take the age they would die at, get like 80 to 90, give or, like, 90 to 100, give or take, something like that, and subtract it by 50 years. So he would age faster, is how I would interpret it. Or he would be healthy and then just get hit by a trolley. I'm pulling the lever. Oh, yeah, they got some scrapes. The fuck? Oh no, a trolley is heading toward 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sending the trolley into the future to kill 5 people 100 years from now. What do? So, when do you kill who? Pull? Alright. What do you think, Paco? Pull. Alright, fair enough. Start a time war? That would be fucking pretty sweet. We send a trolley through there, kill their 5 people, they send a fucking trolley back, kill our 5 people. What would you do, Spud?
I'd pull.
Honestly, personally, I don't think I would. I think I would do nothing. just because in the future those people might have an elongated lifespan, and these guys don't. Might. Maybe. Maybe healthcare is better. Maybe it's not. Oh no, a trolley problem is playing out before you. So, Spud, do you actually have a choice in the situation, or has everything been predetermined since the universe began?
I have a choice.
Yump. Alright, now was it 28? We solved philosophy and killed 77 people, boys! Ha! Huh. So that's solving philosophy. Okay. Well, that was fun.
It got destroyed in the Time War.
I 100% believe that it did. Yeah. Ow. Stream is now past 2 hours. We still have plenty of stuff to go over if we want to.
Holy crap. Okay. We can keep going.
Yeah, alright, sweet. So, speaking of whether or not we have free will, and less so of the free part, or less of the will part, more the free, do we say that animals or humans are more free? Like, which have more freedom, so to speak? Personally, my thoughts are that humans have more free will, or free will, kind of, are more free.
And why is that?
Humans, like animals are, like in a mental space, humans, a societal space, animals. When you add both of them together, like the mental sense and the societal sense, like animals are absolved from our laws. They don't really like have to face like a death penalty if they maul someone to death, right? But they also can't really choose to, like, say, I don't know, become a scholar. They can't say burn the Library of Alexandria.
Why'd you have to go with that?
Because I know it would piss Draggy off.
God damn it.
Would it? Not really. Sorry, they could rush the Library of Alexandria. Way back when you actually cared about it in Civ. Now. Temple of Artemis. Okay, they'll run Temple of Artemis. How about that? However.
But what is freedom?
I personally say, at least to me, I think freedom is more along the lines of each will remember that. Yes, the fuck they will. But personally, I think freedom is the amount of options you have. The more options you have at your disposal, the more free you are. So there are limitations to humans, but I still think they have more options than, say, a cat.
Let's see.
Also, if you're getting sleepy, we can call it.
I am kind of getting sleepy, but
we have enough here to do like 80 fucking streams.
Okay.
Like we could call it here and just do another philosophy podcast later. Like just one on general philosophies and thought experiments.
That would be good.
All right, you want to call it here?
Yeah, I think I'll.
No, Spud says that
Spud.
you need to take care of yourself.
Oh, okay.
Therefore, Spud!
Alright.
And if there's anyone ever watching this at any point in time, be it now in the chat or later in YouTube, just spam Spud needs to take care of themselves. Go get water. Go get food. Go get tea. Name it Caligula the Fourth. And get yourself the muffin that you know you fucking are.
I'm not a muffin!
You're a muffin!
I'm not a muffin!
Chat is Spud a muffin?
I'm not a muffin!
Look at them! Look at them! Look at them! Look at them! Look at them!
I am not a muffin!
Look at them!
No!
Look at them!
Oh my god, it just keeps getting worse.
As the creator of the Muffin Man, Spud is a muffin. There
No!
we go! They
No!
have spoken!
Oh. Okay, back to where we are.
Unless.
No. No. You stop that right now.
But why? The muffin!
Let's call it.
Wait, hold on. I gotta do this at least.
Okay.
Radio! Muffin personal kid.
Let's just call it stream before we embarrass ourselves further.
You bred this ginger? Alright, everyone have a good day. Get some food, get some water, enjoy yourselves.
Have a nice day.
And be good or don't. Do whatever. How do I can raid. How do I raid? There's no one online I want to raid. Everyone who I could raid has over 1,000 viewers. They don't need it. Alright, boys and girls. We're gonna call that it.
Yep.
Cheers, lads.
Bye-bye.